What's cracking, folks? Is I, CFK Kuro, here to bring you some more WCW, TEW 2016 WCW It Lives again. Tonight is the go home show for WCW's Uncensored, which is severely lacking in matches of a caliber that I would consider uncensored. But because of my pay per view providers, I can't get jack squat on pay per view. So that's going to change my plans just a little bit, but maybe not too much. We'll see. We are live from the Chaifetz Arena in the Mississippi, I think. In Memphis, Mississippi, right? Well, it's something else, but it's Mississippi. Where's that MI? ME's Maine. Okay, I'm getting on a tangent. Let's get to the show. The show opens with a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling when Shane Douglas defeats BG James in 10:55 by pinfall with a power driver. After the match, Shane Douglas says, "Well, Sting, I beat you. Well, me and my peeps, me and the triple threat beat you on Thunder. Where's my challenge? Where's my title match? I pinned you fair and square in the middle of the ring." It wasn't fair and square, but don't tell him that because he doesn't really care because he's the goddamn franchise. Anyway, like, Sting, get your ass out here. Sting comes out and says, you defeated me via deceit. No matter. You will get your title match, but it won't be this Sunday at WCW's Uncensored. It will be next week in Monday Nitro, and it's going to be in a steel cage. I hope you're ready for it. So, yeah, match announced. Title match. Not this pay-per-view, but on the Sunday. Not Sunday, the Monday, because of, pay-per-view providers. Anyway, we are in Eric Bischoff's office when Booker T storms in, very upset. He demands Jeff Jarrett's ass tonight because that punk blindsided him last week. But of course, Eric Bischoff declines, says you two are going to be kept separate as best as we can until this Sunday. We don't want anything to happen to our main event. So, boys, tries to get Vito and Reno to escort him outwards. But then Ric Flair and Mark Jindrak comes in, and then Vito and Reno kind of get between the two parties. Basically, Ric Flair says, if you want a shot at the chosen one, you're going to have to go through the man. All right? You don't got a chance to beat the man because you can't beat the man. Woo! So, Booker, if you want Jarrett, you got to fight me tonight first. Woo! So that's the main event. Booker T versus Ric Flair. Non-title match. In a decent match, Humorous defeated Sloth in 6:57 by pinfall with a power bomb. Afterwards, Fit Finlay storms to the ring with his shillelagh, and him and Hugh Morris start to brawl pretty wildly. But in the end, Hugh Morris gets the advantage, power bombing Fit Finlay onto, I guess, the steel steps. Grabs a microphone. He says, "Finlay, you think you're so tough? Well, I don't know. You think you're so tough? Yada, yada, yada. Why challenge you to a strap match this Sunday?" So there's a challenge. Strap match. Yapapai strap match. Lillian Garcia is interviewing AJ Styles and Greed, who are in a tag team match tonight together against the Hurricane and Rey Mysterio, their opponents this Sunday. There's been no announcements. Basically, AJ is talking about how he's going to win the United States Championship. Because how can Ray win the championship? He's not American. Something like that. And Greed's mostly quiet, but he says the Hurricane will not. The Hurricane superhero tale will come to an end this Sunday. But, of course, his Greed turns his attention to Styles. He says, if you do win that United States Championship, I'm coming after you next. And they just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there, pal. You got your own match to worry about. And if you think for a second that you can beat me, well, you're surely mistaken. Because you're nothing but Greed, and I am phenomenal. So, a little bit of an ego clash right now. We'll see if they'll be able to coexist in their match later on tonight. I forgot a segment. Dagnabbit. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Diamond Dallas Page defeated Kaz Hayashi in 7-18 by pinfall with a Diamond Kata. Afterwards, Page and Sean O'Haire come out to accept Chris Harris and James Storm's challenge that they issued last week. Sean is very mad, and his veins are popping, and it looks very intimidating. It's probably scaring some of the young children. But Page manages to bring it back, with some catchphrases, some bangs, some smiles, some people's champs, some yeah. Ted DiBiase, along with the Natural Born Thrillers. No wait, it's not Natural Born Thrillers. The Perfect Event. Palumbo and O'Haire, the $1 Million Corporation, come out. I guess hyping up the tournament, kind of, that they're going to win because they're going to get the first round bye. Not that they needed it, because they are the most physically intimidating team, most physical dominant team in all of WCW, in all of WCW history. Yeah. Going to steamroll right over those disco dorks. And that's a Palumbo line, definitely. Wait, Sean O'Haire? No, it's supposed to be Sean Stasiak. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm looking, I'm like, wait, something's not right. But anyway, Alex Ryan, Disco Inferno come out, and, you know, they're like, you can't write us off yet. You guys may be big, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And y'all can't handle these moves. Y'all can't stay with, I don't know, Disco starts dancing. As expected from these performers, in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, AJ Styles and Greed defeated the Hurricane and Rey Mysterio in 10:52 when Greed defeated the Hurricane by pinfall with a shooting star press. During most of this match, the Hurricane is selling the leg injury that he received last week, leaving Rey Mysterio a lot of times to fend for himself, while having AJ Styles and Greed working surprisingly well for most of the match, tagging in and out to keep each other fresh. There was a point where Greed tried to steal a pinfall from AJ, and they started to get into a little confrontation for a moment. But Ray managed to tag the Hurricane in that time. Hurricane with the quick roll up on on Greed. But Styles kicked out. The match ended with the shooting star press after Greed gets his foot caught in the rope and AJ Styles kicks on it, making him fall back into the shooting star press. That was a lot of detail for a match that I just came up with on the spot. After the match, AJ Styles and Greed are about to start putting the boots onto Ray and the Hurricane when CM Punk and Colt Cabana, the Second City Saints, come out to scare them away. At the same time, they challenge Ric Flair and Jindrak. Says, I don't care how good you guys think you are, Ric Flair, I don't care if you are a legend. When it comes to tag team work, nothing beats the Second City Saints. You're going to find that out firsthand this Sunday. Yeah. Backstage, Kaz Hayashi is having little fits, having lost his match earlier tonight. complaining about Americans. And when you complain about Americans, guess who shows up, eh? Look what we got over here. Lance Storm, Cash Yashi, Hate America. What do we got over here? The answer's a couple haters. They kind of walk off. And in the main event, see, why can I never get any rating higher than, like, look at that. That's an 81 and a 92. Where's my 87-90 rated match? Anyway, in an exceptional match, Booker T defeated Ric Flair in 824 by pinfall with a missile dropkick. During the match, we had Mark Jindrak distract Booker, and Jeff Jarrett came out to nail Booker with the acoustic equalizer, but he misses and hits Flair while the ref is distracted by Jindrak, which allows Booker T to get the toss Jeff out and get the pin on Flair. And then afterwards, the rest of not that rest of Evolution, minus AJ Styles, who has a match earlier tonight, stormed the ring, try to put the boots to Booker, but then the Second City Saints run out to even the odds, and the show ends with Booker T, Colt Cabana, and CM Punk standing tall. 84. Good show. I have to put on a bit more angles because my angles rate good, and I can't get good matches. Don't know why. That's terrifying. There's a contract thing. Broadcasting deals. Canyon. Yes. Complete. 5 years of Canyon. So I did this intentionally to have all my deals run the same time. Mexico, UK, Japan. Is this Canada? I'm on my US deal. I can't get any better US deal. Anyways, we'll be back. 16-13. We'll be back with Thunder. Alright, we are back with Thursday Night Thunder. The show opens with a tag team match between the newly formed team called the League of Nations, between Kaz Hayashi and Lance Storm, taking on the Enforcers. It ends when Lance Storm defeated Big Vito by submission with the Canadian Maple Leaf. And afterwards, Lance and Kaz Hayashi cut a scathing promo on how America sucks. Video package plays, highlighting the feud between Fit Finlay and Hugh Morris. And about that, decent wrestling, but little heat. FBI defeated Aguila and Lash LaRoe in 7:43 when Mamlouk defeated LaRoe by submission. A video package highlighting the Booker T Jeff Jarrett feud. And then in the main event, and about that fantastic heat and great wrestling, Raph defeated BG James in 12:24 by submission. But after the match, Raph does not let up. He kind of goes ballistic and beats the mess out of BG James. 9.9 rating. Not enough women. Yeah. So I was trying to get a deal to get WCW Worldwide put on television, but unfortunately, being cult-sized, none of the television broadcasters think that I deserve to get a third television show. I disagree vehemently. So I'm in a weird holding pattern. But it is what it is. So when we come back next, it will be WCW Uncensored. I guess I can run down the title card right now. Let's see, what do we got? We got... we have Diamond Dallas Page and Sean O'Hare taking on America's Most Wanted in a tag team match. We have Finlay defending his hardcore championship against Hugh Morris in a strap match. We have the final match in the series between the Hurricane and Greed for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. We have the $1 Million Corporation and the Boogie Nights facing off to decide who gets a bye week at the beginning of this WCW Tag Team Tournaments that Eric Bischoff has hinted towards. More information will be due probably this Sunday at Uncensored, following the match. Rey Mysterio Jr. will defend his United States Championship against AJ Styles. The team of Ric Flair and Mark Jindrak will take on the Second City Saints, CM Punk and Colt Cabana in a tag team match. And in our main event, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Booker T will defend his championship against the Chosen One, Jeff Jarrett. So, yeah. See you next time.